here we go with adding mixed numbers. So the first thing we're going to do is find the least common denominator. So if I count by 3s, I count by 12s, the smallest number they have in common is 12. So next thing I'm going to do is write equivalent fractions with the LCD. Now, I want to say go ahead and rewrite that mixed number over there. Otherwise, if you don't write write that whole number, because sometimes if you don't write that whole number, just forget about it. Now, 12 is already my denominator here, so I don't have to do anything. Well, how do I get from 3 to 12? I'll multiply by 4. Remember the golden rule? What I do to the numerator, have to do to the denominator. So 1 times 4 is 4. Then I add the fractions. 4 plus 1 is 5. My denominator stays the same as 12. 6 plus 2 is 8. Then I added the whole numbers, and I simplify simplify. Do I need to simplify? Sure don't. So go ahead, give the video a pause, and then you try 7.5 plus 2 1/3. So what I did is I counted by 2s and I counted by 3s and came up with 6 as my least common denominator. So I multiplied my numerator and my denominator by 3 and came up with 3 6. Multiplied my denominator and my numerator by 2, came up with 2 6. Added my fractions, 3 plus 2 is 5, my denominator stays the same as 6, and 7 plus 2 is 9. So 7.5 plus 2 1/3 is 9 5 6. Let's try 4 1/4 plus 2 1/4. Well, lucky for me, my denominators are already the same, so I don't have to do anything to them. So 1/4 and 1/4 gives me how many fourths? 2/4 is correct. 4 plus 2 is 6. Is 2/4 in simplest form? No, it's not. That can be simplified to 6 and 1/2 because I divided them both by 2. Go ahead and give the video a pause and try 2.5 plus 3 3/8. Welcome back. So I counted by 2s, counted by 8s. My least common denominator just happened to be 8. So I multiplied the numerator by 4 and my denominator by 4. So I have 4 1/4 plus 3 3/8. So I added them up. 4 plus 3 is 7. My denominator stays the same as 8. And then I have 4 plus 3 is 7. Now there's one last thing that I want to talk about. Okay? That last thing I have here is one of your bell work problems. Okay? One of your bell work problems. Now, what if I get a problem 6 2/3 plus 5 3/5? Now, both of these fractions are greater than half. Well, let's see what happens. So, if I count by 3s and count by 5s, the smallest number they have in common is 15. So I'm going to multiply by 5, multiply by 5. So 10/15 plus 5 and 9/15. So if I add these together, I get 19/15 and 11. Now, is it just me or does that look really weird? Yes, it does. I have a whole number and I have an improper fraction. So what I need to do is I need to take my whole number and I need to add it to my improper fraction. Now, how do I make an improper fraction a mixed number? That's right, I divide. So 19 divided by 15. So I'm dividing. So I'm going to add my whole number plus my mixed number, and that gives me 12 and 4/15. So 6 2/3 plus 5 3/5 gives me a grand total of 12 and 4/15. So when you come to school, hopefully you already have that one done, and there'll be some more like that on the practice problems that we do. So good luck, save that bell work for school, and we'll see you tomorrow.